Happy Homemaker here. So, we're still on lockdown here in New York. And one of the many challenges that we face in lockdown is, how do you know what day of the week it is? I mean, if you had a set routine, maybe you went to work, maybe you went to the gym, maybe you signed up for classes, maybe you had something that you did every day of the week, or some days of the week in the past, you had to be somewhere, show up. Well, then it would have been easy to figure out what day of the week it is. But with COVID-19, when we're sheltering in, not so easy. I'm getting a lot of questions about Happy Homemaker. How do you keep it together? How do you wake up in the morning and look at your husband and say, today is, and know what day of the week it is? Well, Happy Homemaker knows you got to have systems. And therefore, I'm going to share some of my systems with you today to help you remember what day of the week it is. All right, let's start with this one. This is called a newspaper. This is not an online newspaper. This is called a home delivery newspaper. And in the corner of this newspaper, right up below where it says New York Times, it tells you the date. Now, if you get this delivered every day, no worries. If you're like me and you only get it on the weekends, this is not a foolproof system. So, one way is get the newspaper delivered every day. Of course, you got to go down to the lobby and pick it up, and you got to remember to do that. Otherwise, you will not remember what day it is if you go down there and have to pick up Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays at the same time. So another system. This is a very small container, and inside of it, there are 7 beans. And all you have to do is on Sunday, you take one of the beans out. Screw it back on. And since there are 7 days of the week, now I have to caution you, do not be buying beans like this that come in a can, because they got to have a little weight to them. And the other thing I got to caution you about is be careful when you spill them out. Whoop, 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 I spilled out too many. I spilled out 3-4 beans. This can work. Next system. I like a good can of seltzer. Every day I have a good can of seltzer. So if I'm going to have a good can of seltzer every day, what I can do is get a little athletic, take the seltzer cans, throw them in the bucket. Begin on a Sunday. And if you don't know what day of the week it is, just go out and go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Whoa, it must be Wednesday because there are no more cans left in the bucket. So that's a good system to have. And if somebody else in your family drinks like a Diet Coke and throws it in there, just remember, you're the seltzer drinker, and do not share your seltzer with anyone. Okay, some of you may recognize this. This is a calendar. And you can create a calendar and X off the days. There's an advantage to this system because you can even put special events on there, like water the plants. And then the little W is for the one that only the succulents, they don't get watered as often. So this is a system that can work. You got to remember, though, to X off the day every day. And then the final system that I have to share with you today is this one. This is called the Postit system. Now, very often as we age up, we forget things. When we forget things, we use Post-its. Post-its help you to remember things. So here is the Post-it system. All right? Now, if you use a Postit system, you can add a little fringe benefit to this because, you know, today is Friday. Today is Thursday. We take Thursday and it says, "Good morning, cleaner." So you get a little compliment. Today is Thursday. You take this, you put it right next to your bed so that when you wake up in the morning, there's a note that first of all gives you a positive affirmation and second of all tells you what day of the week it is. And then you take this and put it at the end of the Postit chain. See that? And then come back over here. And then today is Friday. Good morning, beautiful. Today is Friday. And since Friday is today, and we're in the middle of Friday, we can take Friday, pull it off, put it at the end, and then you take Saturday and you put it right by your bed so that when you wake up in the morning, the first thing that you see is a Postit note telling you today, good morning, creativity. Today is Saturday. Listen, I wouldn't recommend that you use only one of these techniques. If you're aging up, use them all. Something's going to stick, and somehow you're going to remember exactly what day of the week it is if you use multiple systems. And that's it for the Happy Homemaker today. I hope you enjoyed it. What? Hon, what day of the week is today? Hon?
Friday.
Friday. It's Friday. And that's also another helpful tool to use.